Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Fandom Fights. We've got another match for you. This one is a sad one. It's a sad day today because today we have to say goodbye to a player from the singles roster of Fandom Fights. We have a retirement match, but before we get into all the sadness on the desk today with me, Nicholas TWOHIG. Nick, how are you? Pretty sad, huh?
Doing all right. How are you?
I'm doing great, other than the fact that my camera cuts out every 5 fucking seconds. But besides that, yes, I'm doing great. But like I said, as we've alluded to, jokes aside, it is a retirement match. We do have to say goodbye to someone today. Malcolm is playing Albert, both in the position of retirement, having to play for retirement, having to play to stay safe. What do you think about the match going into it, Nick, between Albert and Malcolm?
Yes, both players on an unfortunate losing streak, which has led us to here today. As far as Albert goes, we've definitely seen, at least this season already, Albert doing really well in the free-for-all. Last season, Albert doing really well in teams. Malcolm's a bit of a question mark today. We haven't seen Malcolm in a while, but if there's one thing that scares me, it's players with time on their hands, and that's what Malcolm's had. So it should be a really interesting match today.
Yeah, that's accurate. So let's go hear what they have to say right now in the promos.
Peter Jackson here. I'm taking a break from filming Get Back, the Beatles documentary I'm doing, to speak on behalf of my client Malcolm. He's busy prepping out there for Albert. I've got a feeling he's going to kill it today. He's been prepping up really hard, and he's going to take Albert down just to stay in.
All right. Look, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. We've had a really unfortunate run the last couple of years. We haven't played. It's not anything against you. It's just been a couple of unlucky matchups. Some previous management not necessarily helping you out very well. New Great British Empire. But hey, today we're here to prove that being here is a fluke, and it's not going to happen again. You started out 3-0 for a reason. You clearly know your stuff. Malcolm has had 5 different teams at this point, 7 different teammates. I don't really know what he's been doing. So, good luck to him, but we need this more. And we're here to win this thing. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely a high pressure match, but I'm not planning to lose today. I want to compete in Fandom singles, and I'm gonna prove I belong.
Let's do this thing.
Nick,
Tim,
I found a serious lack of manners in this match. What do you think about that?
Interesting
How there's some sort of thing on his head, and he no longer has fucking manners.
Were there really ever manners, or did he just kind of say that thing at the end?
Also, what was Malcolm talking about?
I don't know.
Was that not Malcolm, or was that Peter Jackson? I don't know. I'm confused. If that was Peter Jackson, you should get his autograph on your poster before.
I like it. Yeah.
Before we leave, we should do that. Okay, guys, let's get into the match. Here's how it's going to work: 10 questions from 10 different categories in the realm of Fandom Fights for round 1. If you get all 10 questions correct, you will be issued a bonus question, 3 repeats, and a challenge roll for the entirety of the match. Gentlemen, are there any questions as we get into round number 1? Nope. Okay. Nick, why don't you hit him with that first question?
All right, gentlemen, the first question is the category of the MCU. And the question is, in Iron Man, name one of the 2 things that Tony requests when he returns from his captivity.
Have you ever been held in captivity? Maybe your heart?
Me? Oh, yes. Quite often.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
My heart used to be in captivity by Kaleb Koho, but then he started wearing the crown again, and now I want to kill myself. 5.
Oh,
4,
wait, is the heart in captivity?
Hands down. No, I took it. It's mine. Malcolm, we'll start with you.
Scotch, I think.
And Albert.
Press conference.
Press conference is correct. So, Albert takes a 1-point lead.
The other option was a burger.
Yes, an American burger, I believe. All right, guys. Next question is in the category of Marvel. In X-Men: Days of Future Past, what does Eric break back into the Pentagon to steal? At the end of the film, I should say. No, not at the end of the film. I'm sorry, I'm losing my mind.
Dumbass! You dumbass! You're a dumbass! Such a dumbass! You're an ass!
I'm sorry, I just threw that in there.
Forget what Tim said.
Forget what I said. I read the wrong thing. You're good.
He knows nothing.
I do know nothing. That's if there's one thing for certain, once like 9 p.m. hits, I don't function anymore.
That's fair.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Albert.
His helmet?
And Malcolm.
His helmet.
Both are correct, even with my stupid talking. All right, Nick, what's next?
The third question is in the category of DreamWorks animation. And the question is, in Captain Underpants, in what type of location do George and Harold write their comics and hang out after school?
I do too.
I used to read all the Captain Underpants books.
I did as well. Yeah, no, I really enjoyed this movie. I took my niece to see it when it was in theaters, and she said, "Uncle, why are you laughing?" And I said, "Because it's great." She did not enjoy it.
I also took a child to see it. I didn't go alone.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Malcolm.
Treehouse.
And Albert.
Treehouse.
Treehouse is correct. Albert stays perfect through 3. And the next question, guys, is in the category of Pixar. In Monsters, Inc., what needs to happen in order for a 2319 to be called on a monster? Probably, if not 100%, the greatest film ever made. Citizen what?
Citizen Up.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Albert, we'll start with you.
A human item is carried by a monster.
And Malcolm.
Something gets brought in from the human world.
I'm inclined to just take Albert's answer on that one. I'm specifically looking for that something needs to touch the monster. A human item needs to touch the monster. Do you agree, Nick, or are you?
That's where I'm leaning.
Yeah. So Albert gets the point on that one. It is 4-2 in Albert's favor.
The next question is the category of Star Wars. Who is the first member of the main Rogue One team to die in Rogue One, a Star Wars story?
Rouge One.
No.
No?
Do you know that rouge is French for red?
Yes. Somewhere in my brain. But you got me back there, so thank you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Malcolm, I believe.
Bodhi.
And Albert.
K2SO.
K2SO is the correct answer. All right, guys. Next question is in YA Dystopia. Who is the leader of the runners in The Maze Runner?
This is a job I would happily pass on.
That's accurate.
No, thank you. I'll go maybe farm a little bit.
That's fair. 5, 4.
I could join the fast walking club.
1. Pens down. Albert, we'll start with you.
Minho.
And Malcolm.
Is it Kaleb Koho?
Minho is correct. So Albert continues to stay perfect through 6.
The next question is the category of Wizarding World. And the question is, what page does Snape want the class to turn to in The Prisoner of Azkaban?
This is a great moment.
Sure. A little overrated. Yeah, why not?
It's fair. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will.
Impressions welcome when giving the answer.
Yes, we'll go to Albert first.
I'll skip one impression. 346.
And Malcolm.
I put 237.
Both are incorrect. It's 394.
Oh,
300. So, with that, Albert does miss a question, doesn't get the perfect round, but we keep moving. It's 6-2, and the next question is in the category of Mission Impossible. And the question is, who directed Mission Impossible? Mission Impossible, just the first one. I was trying to trick you guys there for a second.
What are you doing? There's nothing left.
I ended it on the.
You're already adding stuff to the end of questions earlier. I was like, no.
Dumbass! You dumbass! You're a dumbass. Such a dumbass. You're an ass.
Go.
It's over. Go
Style
home. Oh man, I'm tired. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, Malcolm. Let's start with you.
McG.
And down.
Ryan De Palma.
Sorry, that was awesome. All right.
Gone off the rails. Your next question is the category of Worlds of DC. And the question is, in Birds of Prey, when Zaz and Black Canary find Harley and Cass at the booby trap, Cass is duct taped to what?
So you're not a big fan of this movie, right?
No. It's not a crime against all humanity, but like it's just nah.
I really like Ewan McGregor in this movie.
That's fair. He's fine. He's trying.
I like it when he says the booby trap.
I like when he's showing her the things and he's like, look, the shrunken head. Ew.
2, 1. Pens down. Ew. You're right. That is a great moment. Albert, we'll go to you.
I think there's I wrote down the toilet.
And Malcolm.
I was going to what conveyor belt ran out of time, but
Toilet is correct.
Okay.
All right. So we get to the final question of round number 1. And the question is, in James Bond, who plays Elliot Carver in Tomorrow Never Dies? What is your favorite Bond film?
Honestly, I think it's like no. It's hard not to say like Casino Royale or Skyfall, but like License to Kill is getting up there.
To me, it's like Casino Royale, Skyfall, License to Kill. Those 3.
Honestly,
And I really like The Living Daylights too.
that's fair.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Malcolm, we'll start with you.
I completely blanked.
All right, Albert.
Jonathan Price.
Jonathan Price is the correct answer. So with that, Albert goes 9 for 10. Malcolm with 2. Is that what you have, Nick?
Yep.
All right. So we are going to move into round number 2. Here's how it's going to work. We're going to bring up the lovely wheel from wheeldecide.com. Each player is going to get a chance to spin the lovely wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it. Or they can choose to spin again, but you got to keep whatever you spin the second time. 5 questions worth 2 points apiece. If you go to multiple choice, it'll devalue it down to being worth 1. Guys, holy shit. There's stealing in this round, and frankly, I'm sickened that I even need to tell you. Okay, so let's move on. We're going to bring in Mr. Koho because he is manager of Albert. We'll bring in that wheel. Guys, the categories on the wheel are Middle-earth, Worlds of DC, Wizarding World, Mission Impossible, Star Trek, MCU, Pixar, and DreamWorks. So, Albert, will you be going first or second on the wheel?
I think we want to go second, Albert, right?
Sure.
Tim, I do have a genuine question. Are you okay?
Like I said, it's post 9 p.m., so I'm losing it a little bit.
Valid. All
It's
right.
been a long day. All right. So we will, this will be the spin for Malcolm. And your spin is in. Lands on Star Trek.
Spinning away from that.
All right. This is what you are stuck with. Lands on the MCU. All right, Nick, would you like to go ahead and give Malcolm his questions in the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Sure. Okay. Malcolm, are you prepared for your questions in the category of the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
I'm always prepared.
All right. I like it. Your first question. In Iron Man 3, what nickname does Tony introduce himself to Harley as?
Multiple choice.
Okay. Multiple choice options are A, the Tinkerer, B, the Mechanic, C, the Technician, D, the Engineer.
It's one of two. I think he called himself the Mechanic.
That's correct for 1 point. Your second question. What year do Rocket and Thor travel to in Avengers Endgame during the time heist?
2012.
It is incorrect.
Oh, shit. No.
Albert, a chance for a 2-point steal. You're out. Go ahead.
2013.
That is correct for a 2-point steal. Almost gave you options when you didn't have any. So, Malcolm, your third question in the category of MCU. In which MCU film will you hear characters referred to as Xena, Jackie Chan, and Robin Hood?
I'm going to go multiple choice.
Okay, your multiple choice options are A, Iron Man 3, B, Thor, C, Avengers Infinity War, or D, Ant-Man and the Wasp.
I'm going to go Avengers Infinity War.
That is incorrect. Albert, chance for a 1-point steal. Your options again are A, Iron Man 3, B, Thor, C, Avengers Infinity War, or D, Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Thor.
That is correct for a 1-point steal. Your fourth question, Malcolm. Which supposedly dead character from the first Avenger tells Natasha and Steve that Hydra has been growing as a parasite inside S.H.I.E.L.D. in Captain America: The Winter Soldier?
Five, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
Okay. Malcolm using his first repeat. The question again. Which supposedly dead character from the first Avenger tells Natasha and Steve that Hydra has been growing as a parasite inside S.H.I.E.L.D. in Captain America: The Winter Soldier?
I'm going to go multiple choice.
Okay. Multiple choice options are A, Colonel Phillips, B, Howard Stark, C, Arnim Zola, D, Dr. Abraham Erskine.
Adam Zola.
That is correct for 1 point. And your final question. In Doctor Strange, the sanctum that has been destroyed, which Doctor Strange confronts Dormammu to save, is in what city?
London?
That is incorrect. Albert, chance for a 2-point steal.
Hong Kong.
That is correct for a 2-point steal.
All right, so Malcolm gets up to 4, but with those steals, Albert's at 14. So here's the situation. Albert's going to get his turn at the wheel. If he doesn't let up any steals on the first couple questions here, it will be a knockout. So let's bring up the wheel again for the spin. And the spin is in. Lands on Pixar.
Let's keep that, Albert.
Okay.
You got this, bud.
All right, Albert, are you prepared for your question? In Pixar, are you prepared for your questions?
Yes.
All right. Your first question in the category of Pixar. Who voices Al in Toy Story 2?
Wayne Knight.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question. What veggie does Riley hate in Inside Out?
Broccoli.
That is correct for 2 points.
He gets it for 2. So
All right. Albert, your third question in Pixar. Buck and Libby are the siblings of which Pixar character?
Arlo.
And your winner, Albert Wiradharma. That was correct. Arlo is the answer with a final score of 20-4. What a match. Nicholas,
indeed.
thoughts?
Albert's looking damn scary, man. I know he's starting out this year in a retirement match. A lot of people don't think he necessarily belong there, and he just sort of proved that he does not. So I wouldn't be shocked to see Albert be not only the most improved player this year, but start where he is now and end in a very different place by the time the year comes. As far as Malcolm goes, unlucky spin, clearly. Maybe a little rust on the ring, as it were. But yeah, this was Albert's day.
All right, so let's start by talking to Malcolm. Malcolm, unfortunately, this does mean that in singles, we have to say goodbye to you. How are you feeling about the match and all of that?
Yeah, I mean, this is a case of it definitely comes down to us. Like, when I knew I was going up against Albert, I knew how scary he is, whether it's in Formula Geek or here. So I knew I was going to be running up against a brick wall. This is what I did actually study a lot for it. It just a lot of what I studied did not come up. So it's just one of those things. I'm annoyed with myself for MCU, but some of those questions I just second guess myself and just when it gets my gut, which happens. I know this is all the excuses in the book, but it is what it is.
Yeah, unfortunately, just, I've been there where, you're studying one thing and then none of it comes up for the match. I've definitely been there. But this isn't going to be the last that we see of you in Fandom because you are still on teams. You have a team. Are you looking forward to reteaming with Andrea and Chaotic Angels?
I'm definitely looking forward to reteaming for Andrea. I think she's a great partner. And I'm just really looking forward to actually have a partner carry over to another year as opposed to having to get a new one. So I'm excited for that.
That's fair. That's fair. All right. Well, Malcolm, we will see you soon in teams. But thank you for coming today, and thank you for being a part of Fandom Singles while you were here. We very much appreciate it. Let's go over and talk to Albert with a knockout now on his record. Brings that record up to 4-4, I believe. So with now a knockout, Albert, how are you feeling?
I mean, to reiterate in the beginning, I believe that's my promo. This is the most nervous I've ever been going into a match because I know what's at the stake, and my heart was racing the whole time throughout the match. I don't know if it was nervous or I had too much caffeine, but yeah, it feels great getting the win, definitely. But yeah, this was a stressful match prior to entering this green room and playing it. So yeah.
Yeah, we were absolutely nervous going into this one, just because of Albert's traveling right beforehand, and then also just what was on the line. So a knockout feels very, very good. Albert's been playing great everywhere, just lights out. I'm super proud of him. Today feels great. So it feels like just getting that win back to get us back to 500 just feels like a good hit the reset. Let's start over from before. So yeah, Albert's going to be one of the best players in Fandom this season. And this is the match where we go, hey, look out. This tournament, everything that's coming up, we're coming for it. And I think we're bound for a great year with Albert.
Is there anybody now, Koho and Albert, that you guys want to get in singles now to get a positive record, get up to 5-4?
That's never really been our MO. At least not with Albert. We've always just taken whoever comes up on the schedule, and we take that match in stride, and we prep for it, and we do our best, play our hardest, and yeah, we'll take whoever comes next.
All right, sounds good. Well, guys, congrats on the win. Congrats on the knockout, Albert. Let's move back to Nick. Nick, another final thought.
Oh, another one. Yeah, no, like I said, Albert looking scary. He missed one question. Missed one question today, one off of a perfect game, one off of a perfect first round. Albert's looking scary. We will miss Malcolm, of course, but we're excited to see him back in teams. And yeah, everyone look out for Albert this year.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Well, this has been Fandom Fights. Thank you so much for watching. For Malcolm, for the Kingsman, Koho, and Albert, Nick, and myself, thank you for watching. Go grab them Michelob Ultras, kiss your loved ones, and have a great night.
We are so glad you came. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye now. Bye. Bye-bye. Remember, please discard all candy wrappers and popcorn containers in the nearest trash receptacle. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay. Are they all gone? Is everybody gone? Huh? Good.